Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. Let's take a look at the charts. This is the weekly chart. I could go all the way back to earlier in the year, January, February. I don't remember exactly when we settled below this inside channel that is now 449.28, anticipating within 2 to 3 months its sister formation, a longer-term structure at 354.65 that spans over a full year. When we tested this, we mentioned to reverse, go long, because from there we could round back up to the sister formation again at 449.28 within 2 to 3 months, which we tested about 3 weeks ago, fell away from, almost tested again last week. And what we have been testing in combination with this is a descending channel top at 448.95. So it really is 448.95 up to 449.28. That is our ceiling of resistance. Can contain buying through June, and below which this market can quite easily fall to 354.65 over the next couple of months. In fact, yesterday, that is Monday settlement below the 423.01 channel bottom, which was tested a couple of weeks ago. We spiked below it, but we've yet to close below it until yesterday, Monday. This has set up what I'm going to call a 2-week objective. I don't think we're going to see that in a week, but if you take a look at what happened in earlier May, we could unravel that quickly into the low 380s. 381.61 is preceded by a descending channel bottom that is based on recent highs. It is our 1 to 2 week target. Below 423.01, expecting 381.61 over the next 1 to 2 weeks. 385.83 dropping daily, converging with 381.61, which is a downside 5/8 Fibonacci from that early April low against the early May high. It can, the two combined, contain selling perhaps for more than a week. I'm comfortable calling this weekly containment, but a weekly support level just might contain for more than a week. We could round up from here as we move into later June. That is a real possibility. So right now, if you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader, well, you may have sold the market last week when we converged upon, once again, the meaningful resistance that we have on both the daily and the weekly chart in the upper 440. So if you're short there and you're still short, yesterday's settlement below 423.01, a sigh of relief as we're likely to continue south into the low 380s. But if you've yet to go short, holding below 423.01, this presents an opportunity for a short sale. So if you were testing 423.01, you can play the short side of the market into the low 380s over the next couple of weeks, where profits can be taken and long entry pursued for 2 to 3 week swing traders as we could round up from here.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity.
Start your 2-week free trial and trade with clarity from day one.
Finally, it would be a settlement below 381.61 that would set up 354.65 within another 1 to 2 weeks. Once again, 354.65 is a longer-term 1-year channel bottom that can contain selling through the third quarter, even into later year. And I mentioned that holding above this structure will keep the 540s in reach by the end of the year. So that said, let's cover the upside just a little bit. If we happen to push above 423.01, this is almost a 2-month channel bottom, and closing below it is a sell signal event. But if we push back above it, intraday expect 430.21. That is the low of the high. It's also very close to yesterday's high. And if we close above 423.01, that does reverse short-term momentum only. I would expect within 3 to 5 days, 446.65 yet again, where we can top out, as I say, through June. Now for the downside, I do do need to mention this intraday support level at 411.75. Nothing more than a simple trend line off the lows. It can contain intraday selling pressures. We could trade a good part of the day between 411.75 and 423.01. I think you can trade both sides of the market inside of this area. You can bottom pick 411.75, but just know that that is sort of a counter trend move in the face of this 2 to 3 week sell signal. But that's, well, 1 to 2 week sell signal. That is 1 to 2 weeks. So for the day itself, I think you can trade both sides of the market. And then closing, of course, below 411.75 is a secondary confirmation of yesterday's sell signal below 423.01. The 381.61 level likely within a couple of weeks, where once again we can bottom out on a weekly, possibly through June basis. Closing above, I'll say it one more time, 423.01 does shrug off yesterday's sell signal. And with that, I would expect yet another test of the 446.65 descending channel top, where we could top out through June and fall away again. Within a couple of months of testing the upper 440s, we can fall into the mid 350s, and that is once again depicted very well here on this weekly chart. Once again, any weekly settlement, and I don't see that this week, but if by the end of next week we close above 448.95, all systems go to the upside as we move into the third quarter. 498.38, 498.83 rather, a 3 to 5 week objective, 542.91, a 2 to 3 month objective, following a weekly settlement above 448.95. The 542.91 level is actually a 6-year channel top that spans back to the 2020 low, can absorb annual highs if or when tested, and I would expect it by the end of Q3 if we were to close this week above 448.95. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 2-week free trial. You'll get daily NVIDIA analysis, daily SPY, daily Triple Q, 2 stock picks a week. I could go on and on. Check us out at wickedstocks.com. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Wednesday's Tesla report. You have a great day.